All right, so yesterday, last class, we looked at two examples. We did neon and sulfur. So I would like to look at these two now, sodium and calcium. And I guess sharing my screen was a little bit useless because I need the periodic table. So let me open that up, share it with you. All right, and let's look at these two examples. So I think it was sodium and calcium. So sodium right here. Oh, let me get my pen working. Right here. Okay, so sodium has 11 electrons or 11 protons, but really we're talking about electron configuration. Just remember that this first column on the periodic table, this is our S group. Over here, this is our P group. And then in the middle, this is our D group, SPD. There is F. They're named S, D, P, and F because of their shapes. So you don't really have to worry about the shapes. We talked about them yesterday. All you need to know is how to write the numbers, the electron configurations. So for sodium, I'm just going to count starting at number 1 on the periodic table until I get to number 11. So this is the only weird part is I have one S1 and one S2. Okay, then I go down to the third element. So 1, 2, 3. This would be 2S, 1, 2S2. Okay, now I go from 4 over to 5. So now because I'm over on this side, it's P. So it's 2P, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then I go down to 11, and notice it's only here. Let me clean that up. Notice that it's not, anywhere past this block, so it would just be 3S1. I don't know why my dog is growling there. So what I'm going to do is sorry guys, there's somebody in my hallway. I'm going to mute myself, and you guys, I'll give you a few minutes. I would like for you guys to try calcium. Okay, and while I'm muted, I'll see what's going on with my dog here. So try the electron configuration for calcium. And I do have a message in the chat there. I'll open that up now. Oh, from Yasser. Hello, hello. Okay, so I'll mute myself and I'll be back in 2 minutes. And I want you to try calcium. Yeah, this looks good. I have from Aisha and Tarek and Miriam, I think all the correct answers. So let's look at this together. I'll clear my writing. This is challenging too because, I'm not in class with you. I can't really, do what I would normally do in the classroom. So this is something you guys definitely want to practice, and it's on your worksheet. It's on your worksheets. There are some worksheets uploaded online. So you guys can always give those worksheets a try. All right, so let's look at my answer. Okay, so the question was calcium. Oops, sorry, I'm not writing. Calcium. Okay, so 1S1, 1S2. Okay, pretty easy. And then again, remember guys, you are just using these numbers to count. So 1, 2, now I go down to 3 and 4. So this would be 2s1, 2s2. Okay, now I'm over, I just did 4, I'm over on 5. This would be 2p1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, come down here, 3s1, 3s2. Over here, now I'm at 3p, so 3p1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then finally, down here, 4s2. Let me get my eraser here, clean this up. Sorry, I'm just cleaning this up a little bit. 3p6, 4s2. There we go. Okay, and this is about as far as you guys would have to go. We're going to keep it pretty simple there for you. So if any of you guys want some practice on that, again, you should check out the D2L. There are worksheets with answers there for you. Okay, cool. And thank you, Aisha. She said in the chat there, the worksheets are really good. Yeah, there are answers as well, so you can practice all of this on your worksheets, sorry. Okay. So honestly, if I could show you guys 3 more slides, I think that would be good for today. Let me get my notes shared for you. A couple more slides at least. We could finish chapter 1 today, actually, but I just want to show you a couple more slides, and then that's it for today. So we're pretty much at the very end of chapter 1, and this is actually definitely a good topic or an important topic for you guys to know. You might see this as like a multiple choice or something like this. This is the concept of valence electrons, and I'm surprised I don't have it really defined here. Anyways, okay, so what is a valence electron? Valence is Latin, it's a Latin word, and it means outermost. So valence electrons are the electrons that are the outermost electrons. So what do I mean by that? Well, remember calcium, we had 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2. The valence electrons are the ones that are the last in my electron configuration. So these are, that's a C there, by the way. These are the outermost or most, yeah, I guess like the furthest away from the proton or the nucleus. These are the atoms that are on the outside, or electrons. Now, one thing to keep in mind about valence electrons is these are the electrons that are involved in chemical bonding. So valence electrons are really important. We're going to learn about them more in chapter 3 because those are the electrons that are involved in bonding. So what's using the periodic table, is there an easy way to figure out how many valence electrons are there? And yep, there's a really easy way. It's based on something on the periodic table called group number, which I'll show you in a minute. And it doesn't work for the transition metals. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. I'll bring up the periodic table, but it does work for the S and P groups. So this would be the D group that we didn't really talk about. for chemistry 1120, S and P are the groups that we mostly deal with. So let me show you. Here's a list, but let me actually share with you the periodic table. Okay, and I'm going to show you the easiest way to calculate valence electrons. All right, so let me get my pen. Okay, so group 1, group 2. Everything in group 1 has 1 valence electron. Everything in group 2 has 2 valence electrons. Okay, pretty easy so far. We don't worry about the D group. What we call these are transition metals, and they're a lot more complicated when we're talking about electrons. So the D group, we can't really do anything with. Let me clean that up. Okay, so group 13, 1, 3, 3 electrons. 14, 4, 15, 5, 16, 6. I hope you're seeing a pattern here. 17, 7, 18, 8. Okay, so group 1 has 1, group 2 has 2. Then we skip the transition metals in the middle. They're, again, a lot more complicated with their electrons. And group 1, 3, 13 has 3. Group 1, 4 has 4. 1, 5 has 5, and on and on. So let me go back to my notes here, or my PowerPoint, I should say. These are the groups, and no problem, Justin, if you're late. Sorry, I just read that in the chat. These are the groups that you guys should know the valence electrons for. And there's 4 groups you should definitely know the names of, and it's these 4 here. So group 1 and group 2. And group 17 and group 18. The rest you don't need to worry about. So yesterday in the lab, or Sunday in the lab, we actually saw what happens when we mix something with group 1 with water. And you saw it was pretty explosive there, pretty exciting reaction. If you haven't done your lab yet, you will see this week. So group 1, you guys have to know this name. These are the alkali metals. Group 2, the alkaline earth metals. Group 17 is the halogens, and group 18 is the noble gases. These 4 groups, you must memorize. Okay, so other than that, I think that's it good for today. Maybe we'll do this problem and then stop for today. So we'll do slide 88, and then that's it. I just got to get a piece of paper here. I'm going to write these down. So we're going to look at sulfur, carbon, selenium, that's Se, and potassium. So let me go to my periodic table, share my screen with you. Guys, if you're looking for a copy of your periodic table, I've put almost 60 of them outside my office in what's called the data booklet. So let me just make sure I'm sharing my screen. Still haven't figured out how to activate my windows, but that's a work problem. But yeah, outside my office, guys, you will see this book, and you can grab this from outside my office. If you don't know where my office is, I can't help you too much, but I can give you my number. So if you're looking for the data book, it's outside my office, 7242A. So building 7, second floor, and it's office 42A. And honestly, the only hint I can give you is when you get to the second floor, you get to the top of the stairs in building 7. My office is to the right. So I hope that helps. Okay, so let's do these problems. We have sulfur, carbon, selenium, and potassium. Okay, so guys, this is the easiest question ever. Anything in group 16 has 6 valence electrons. Anything in group 14 has 4. Anything in group 1 has 1. So my answers, sulfur and selenium, would have 6 valence electrons. Again, what that means is 6 electrons in the outermost shell. Carbon would have 4 electrons, and potassium would have 1 electron. All right, and guys, you will see that a little later. Yeah, and you guys got it in the chat here. 6461 is your answer. 6461. Cool. Okay, guys, so I'm going to hit stop record.